Hello Internet, my name is Aqua, and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. So now, it's nighttime, and now I have a fix for that. It's called sleeping. Whoa, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of achievements that are, oh no! Oh, that's so bad! Well, first thing is first, fix that. Guess I'll just make this area a little bigger. That is a very bad thing to have happen. Because guess what? If there's a creeper outside my door that I'm fleeing from and then I sleep, I won't be able to because it'll say there are monsters nearby. But if somehow something like that were to happen, it would not end well for me. And then I would die, and then I'd be very sad because I'd have to start all over. Which wouldn't bother me too much right now, because I haven't done anything yet. But future me probably wouldn't appreciate it too much past me neglected on the duties of making my area safe. So, that's so dumb. Everything's going to be really dumb at first. I'll make it pretty later, don't worry. This is more just for the sake of trying to get everything just set up, so I don't have to be spending a million years just sitting here building things. Which I probably will do at some point, because I do enjoy me some good Minecraft builds. What? Now is not the time for that. Because we're in Minecraft Hardcore! Sorry, I just gave you a seizure. So, God, this is so derpy. I can't believe how derpy this is. Well, I can, because I made it, but, you know. You know what I mean. I'm guessing. Ah, crap. I need more trees! Always more trees. Always more wood. That is the plight of Minecraft. Always need something more. I am prettying this up a little bit, because I just have to. It's just in my blood soul. Blood soul? That sounds like a cool anime or something. Or a dumb anime. I can't tell which. Could be either, I guess. It's like, anime names are really strange. I was just thinking, there's a... You serious? Did I really just do that? There's an anime that I really liked, well, most of it anyway, called Do-Ra-Ra-Ra. And... that's a silly name if I've ever heard one. I'm trying to decide if I should go out or dig down some more. What my torch situation here? How much I got? Oh, man! Oh. You know what? I think I need to... Well, I should probably make that out of stone. I'm going to make a little area for my chests to keep all the blocks that I get. Where should I put that? I kind of want to flatten out this area. I guess I'll just flatten out this a little bit, lower it to the ground a little, just so I can A, get some more resources on my hands, and B, have a little area. If I just get it down to... Ugh. This might take a little bit, but just bear with me. I promise. This won't take too awful long. And I'll talk about things in the meantime. Like Do-Ra-Ra. So, the deal with that anime is it's really awesome. For most of it, they do all this awesome setup of everything, and these characters are so cool, and this world is so cool, and then they do absolutely nothing with them. And it just kind of ends. I think there's another series coming out soon. I hope. But, I don't know. But also, for some reason, it didn't remind me, but it made me think of, even though it has no relation at all besides being kind of an anime, is Legend of Korra. And I guess that was kind of similar. Because, I mean, not really in any particular season, but more just the overall arc of it, where the first season was like, I really liked it, like it was really, really good. The next couple seasons were still really, really good, but not quite as really, really good. And then the last season was just freaking amazing. So, if you haven't watched that, you probably should, even though it's a kid's cartoon. It's not really a kid's cartoon, because people die in really weird ways. Well, not weird, but like, pretty messed up. in the first season, spoilers if you haven't seen Legend of Korra, there is a murder-suicide in a boat. And that's how the season ends. It's just like, they just blow up. And I was like, wow, this was on Nickelodeon. How? And I feel like that was part of the whole thing where it got taken off the air for like half of the last season, and then it got put back on because people were really mad. Yes, also got huge budget cuts the entire time. Just, it was kind of strange the way that whole thing happened. And then of course the ending of the series finale, season 4, last episode with the hold on, I'm trying to think. The relationship between Korra and Asami, which was a lesbian relationship, and people were like, whoa! That was also like, I was like, whoa, this was on Nickelodeon, like on their TV show, like on the televised network, not just on the website. What am I doing? Oh yeah. So, yeah, that was a thing. I'm sure everyone's heard plenty about that. Yeah, I mean, even aside from that, like, that's just a really cool thing just for that kind of stuff in general, but I mean, the entire series as a whole is really, really awesome, so definitely go check that out. I'm trying to think of other good shows I've seen recently. This is pretty much what this is going to be, just kind of a podcast thing, a little bit more relaxed, perhaps, until I start getting into situations that are not relaxed. Then it'll be a yelly, screamy horror fest with not being a horror game. But until then, just kind of relaxing, talking. Just like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. It's been a while since I played Minecraft, so I'm just kind of get back into it, I don't think I've really watched any TV shows. Like, I can't think. I guess I've watched anime. I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That was pretty good. The first series was awesome. And then the second series, which was Stardust Crusaders, I think it is. It's pretty good. It's not done yet in the anime anyway, but it's pretty good so far. I can't really decide if I like it better as much even as the original series, but it's pretty good. If you got a Crunchyroll account, you should probably watch it. So now I've suggested 2 animes and a TV show for children. Yeah, go me, right? Oh, I did mention last episode I read through the Hunger Games series. I actually did that. Whoops. Wow. Going through this stuff really quickly. I actually did that pretty quickly. The thing with me and books is, like, I read through books, like, I can read very quickly, so I ended up finishing books, like, fairly quickly. But I also generally finish a book in one sitting, like, no matter what. The first book I did that mostly because I was sick and I had nothing to do. The second book, I actually read half of the book, the second book, in the same sitting as I read the first, because again, I was sick and I couldn't sleep, so I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna read until my eyes bleed. My eyes didn't bleed, but I finally got tired so I could fall asleep. And then I finished the second part of that in one sitting, and then the third one I actually, like, kind of took my time a little bit with, mostly because I was kind of falling out of interest with it, and the series in general. And as I said, I think in the last episode I wasn't too happy with the ending, but it is what it is. I'm not the writer, I don't determine the rules of anything, so... I mean, it got a movie adaptation, so, go whoever the writer is. I don't even know who it is. I want to say Suzanne Collins. I feel like I've seen that name somewhere recently, and I think it was for the Hunger Games books, but I don't actually know. Please don't yell at me if that's wrong. Actually, yeah, don't yell at me, but kindly tell me if I'm wrong. I would appreciate that. I like to know. I guess I can just look at it after this. I'm probably going to forget, though, because I'm probably going to go to bed after this. Honestly, It's 3:18 right now, p.m. But I've been awake. Well, I went to bed yesterday at like 7? No. I think I fell asleep at like 6 or 7, and then I woke up at 1 a.m. So I've been awake since all that time. I don't know how long that is. It's over 12 hours, so it's pretty normal. So I'm kind of getting to the normal time where a normal person on a normal sleep schedule would be going to bed. So I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. That's why I just forgot what I was doing completely. Oh yeah, I am almost done actually. Cool. And it's almost nighttime. I think that's why I went inside. So I was like, oh, it's getting nighttime, I need to sleep, but it's not actually nighttime yet. So, I'm gonna finish cleaning out this area a little bit. I'm gonna build a little area for the chest room, which I'll be expanding upon as I get more and more things. And then, we'll see what we can do mining some stuff. First, okay, I stayed up a little bit too long, I think. I hope not. Basically, my goal is to have nothing at all spawn. That's my hope for this entire thing. Sorry. Ugh. Got a little tickle in my throat there. It's been happening recently. I don't know if that's a holdover from being a bit sick. A bit. From being sick. A lot sick. Last week. Or if it's just kind of just me. Just being me and coughing all over the place. Not something that I normally do. But it's something I've been doing a lot of. Maybe because I've been talking so much as well, and I kind of didn't talk for an entire week because I was sick and I was by myself in a room because I was like quarantined because I had the flu and I didn't want to get my family sick while we were home for Christmas. So I've had to kind of get my voice back into shape, and I think it's finally getting there. I can't really tell, but the next couple weeks of recordings and the week previous to this as well, it's gonna have a little bit of wonkiness as far as my voice goes. It's gonna sound like I went through puberty or something. Alright, so I kind of want to make this a grand area eventually, but for now, all I really have is cobblestone, so I'm just gonna use cobblestone, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with cobble. Well, I mean, there are some people, honestly, like, I used to do a lot in, like, Minecraft community stuff, and, used to run a server, which might happen again someday, I don't know. I used to help other people with the servers, and I used to just interact with a lot of people in the Minecraft community, which admittedly is a lot of kids, but I didn't really have any choice, because that's all there was in the Minecraft community. There was still a good amount of, like, people my age, which at the time was, like, 18, 19. So, that's the people I usually talked to. But there's a lot of people who just swore that, like, if you use cobble in any way in any of your builds, that you were terrible. And I was like, dude, like, cobble has its place. Like, there are some times the cobble is the answer. It just is. That's all there is to it. And you can't deny that. But they would. But I wouldn't. I'd just be like, man, I got this old, decrepit village, and it's supposed to be like, not decrepit necessarily, but like an old style village, like, you know, old timey. And, you know, sometimes there's cobble. Sometimes there's cobble in some places. You just gotta roll with it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, putting a ceiling on this place. That's fine, I guess. So I'm fine with cobble, but not doing an entire build out of this, like, like doing an entire build out of cobble. I'm still not gonna do that unless it was like maybe a castle. I don't know. I'm sure there's something that you'd be like, this entire thing's made out of cobble and it looks really cool. I'm sure there are those things. But you'd have to be pretty good to pull that off. Like, it's got to have some interesting designs. And the problem with cobble, actually, that I found was that this pattern, since it's, like, really, like, you know, crazy and repetitive, if you put a wall diagonal, like, it's really weird looking. I'm just going to do this real quick just to show you guys. Like, if you get this angle and it's just like, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. Like, especially from a distance. It's hard to tell when you have, like, a bigger area, like a bigger wall, and it's a huge thing. but you can kind of tell it's kind of hard to tell what's really going on here, especially if it goes off the top of the screen, and there's some other factors in there, but for the most part, like, if you look at it, you can't really tell if there's any intricate designs going on with it, because if you have it even in a circle, it's like it just looks kind of flat. And I think that's the main problem people have with it. I used to do a lot of Minecraft building. I used to have a building series, actually, and I tried my best to learn as much as I could about just building stuff and just architecture and design and all this stuff. I mean, I've forgotten most of it by now, but that's why I'm pretty particular about my Minecraft builds, because I spent a lot of time learning about a lot of stuff just so I can build stuff in this stupid game. I mean, it was really fun learning all this stuff because architecture is really interesting, actually. Like, I was actually in Washington, D.C. Earlier, I guess I can't say earlier this year because it's 2015 now, and it was in 2014. But, what was I doing? Doors. Doors. Yeah. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Jeez. Yeah, I was in Washington, D.C. earlier in 2014 to see a concert. We were walking from the metro to the National Mall, which is where all the, it's so silly, where all the, like, museums are and stuff like that. And just looking at the building's architecture just leading up to it, like, there's, like, some government buildings that were there, and there's a lot of, like, marble and stuff like that. Well, it wasn't marble. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was, like, a lot of different types of... What am I doing? I keep forgetting. Oh, my God. I gotta get better at this talking and playing thing. I'm just getting distracted, like, so much. Missed one there. I need one more. Okay. Oh, perfect. I'm just gonna put 4 chests in there for now. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of architecture just all over the place, and it was really strange. I can't believe, I just want to say real quick, I can't believe that I actually got this right, that I got the spacing right. I was not even thinking about that. I just, like, I knew what I wanted in my head, but I didn't even, like, try to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to put in some random stuff for now, and I'll sort it all out later between episodes or something like that. I just want to get some stuff in here right now. I kind of want to try to have it organized in some way at some point. Also, any tools and like this, I'm going to have to make a new one, never have used it, and put it in there. So that's gonna kind of suck when it comes to diamond stuff, but I'm gonna have to deal with it, so whatever. Let's see, I got that, got this. That one. Let's go ahead and just put away some things right now. My phone went off. I don't know if you heard that buzz or not. Let's just grab one of everything that I have here. And we'll stick it in there. That's what she said. Let's see here. This one. I think I might be missing something, but oh well. I'll find it eventually, I suppose. Let's do that. Gravel, yes. Seeds, yes. Spruce, yes. What else? What else we got here? Furnace. That. Leaves. Have these always been just shears? I feel like it wasn't just shears. I feel like there was something else you had to do to get leaves. I feel like it was silk touch. You couldn't just, you couldn't just, like, use shears on leaves and get the leaves. Well, no, that's not right. Because I made a, what was it called? Spleef? I think it was called Spleef. That's how long I've been away from this. I don't even remember all these weird things like that. But, it was a game where you had an arena. What am I doing? I think I clicked on that thing twice. You had an arena, and you had to knock out blocks underneath your opponent, which was really hard to do since it was pretty much lag determined the victory. unfortunately, a lot of the times anyway. So I think I just need this and one of this. I think that's everything that I have, at least one of. Aside from all the tools and such. Yeah. But yeah, I made a spleef arena. And I made it out of leaves, and that was back in, like, I think that may have been an alpha still, before the game was even fully out. So, I guess that answers that question, doesn't it? Got a black wool. Got one of those. Oh, I don't have any spruce wood. Alright, last trip, until I decide that I need to make another trip. That was an obvious statement. So, don't... Yeah, I do it that way. Okay. So... Looks like it's going to be nighttime fairly soon. So, ooh, flower. That was easy. Yeah. Alright, let's put away our stuff again and get our inventory reorganized. Just take all the stuff that I need. I do this a lot. There should be an all button where you just put all of it in there. There's a button where you can put all of the same type in there, but not just all. Alright, so don't need that. I don't really need any of this. I'll take a little bit of dirt just to have. Having blocks to build with, always a good idea. Never leave home without it if you have the opportunity to do so. I was just thinking of something I could get really easily, and I don't remember what it was now. I don't remember. There's flowers over there. Need raw pig. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just kind of survey the land again. I'm going to go grab this coal real quick. So, made a little bit of progress again. We got our first few items in the box, which is exciting, I guess. It's not really anything too much. It's like 10, 15 of like 3 billion. But it is a start. I believe the next episode I'll just make a bunch of tools and stick them all in there. But I'm running out of time for this episode, so I'm just going to grab this coal. Hopefully, before it gets too dark. Oh, God. This might be bad. Okay, I'm going to just have to abandon this coal for now, because it's getting too dark. I don't want to be out when it's dark out, because guess what? I'm on hardcore mode, and that means everything's going to hurt me really, really bad. So let's not do that, shall we? Running, running, running. And sleep. Okay, so that is all the time I have for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I'll have a link in the annotation following this video to the playlist for the series, and I will see you next time. Bye.